one of a kind, shining bright, and more importantly, finally here. And although it may have taken a little longer than expected to arrive, it was indeed well worth the wait, because it has the potential to inspire, lift up, transform a community, and greater yet, inspire us all to build a dream for the future. As the most prominent African American sculptor in the country recently returned to install his newest sculpture entitled Build a Dream at the corner of Jefferson Avenue and 31st Street, which marks the 14th public art piece in the Newport News Public Art Foundation's growing collection and the first in the Southeast Community of Newport News.
It's been a while. You know, we were planning to do this back in early part of the year, and unfortunately the artist, Richard Hunt, had a serious health issue. So we had to delay it, but here we are, and this week is really, it's great for the city. It's a phenomenal piece of art. It's another example of the city's continuing contribution and investment and concern about the Southeast community. And Richard's here with us this week. He's actually installing the art and finishing the art. Unlike many of the other pieces we've done before, the other pieces came in and they were complete. This one is still a work in art, literally hour by hour. The logistics part of it is very interesting. This particular piece came in 3 pieces. It weighs in at about 3,000 pounds. So it was shipped from Chicago on a flatbed truck, and then we had a rather large crane to offload it and then stack the pieces.
Well, I'm in a 35-ton crane. I can pretty much pick up anything out here. It's fun. It's nice to tell people what I've done, all the sculptures that I've put up for the communities. Once again, it's interesting.
I worked with Richard off and on for quite a while. Well, it's exciting. It's exciting to introduce the piece to the community and even to watch the community to interact with the piece. And it's always an exciting venture just to get in there and get it done. Yeah, a lot to do, but we're here until it's done. You know, whatever it takes, we're here. Whatever he needs us to do, we're here to help him through it. But it will be complete in the time period. His deadline will be met.
So you've got engineers, you've got a general contractor, you have electricians. Here we've got Richard along with some welders and a lot of heavy equipment. And he is creating a piece of art right here for the community. It's called Build a Dream, and he's literally building the dream as we watch him this week.
So even now, I'm looking and I'm thinking, well, you know, with everything in place, I might do another little something that goes a little further up and at a certain angle based on kind of how everything looks. And it turns out that this welded, fabricated method is very open to, you know, once it's all welded together, it's there, permanent and everything. But one of the things that's possible is to be kind of open-ended and improvisational even when you're working on something very large. And I like to reserve that as my kind of artistic license or prerogative. And so that's the way this is developed, and that's the way it's still developing.
As we look around here this afternoon, it's like the third piece. If we look up the street, we can see the Hornsby Tire Store, which we did last year. And the church across the street has been there some number of years. But then we look up Jefferson Avenue, we've got the Martin Luther King Jr. Park, which is completed and will be open to the public very soon. And so this is yet another step. Now the interesting and important thing on this particular piece is on the corner here of Jefferson Avenue and 31st Street, and where we're standing today is roughly a 14-acre site. And the city, through its Economic Development Authority, is partnering with Aaron Brooks and Armada Hoffler, and we hope to develop this 14 acres into a mixed-use new community. And we hope that by next spring that we'll be able to start construction on the early first phase right here on this site. And Richard's art this is the gateway to that new 14-acre development.
What an exciting day to be here in Newport News. We want to welcome you to the Richard Hunt Sculpture Ribbon Cutting Ceremony. Jefferson Avenue in front of this sculpture will soon be transformed by the Streetscape project. And Dominion Power has already set up a large laydown area, which you can see between 28th and Jefferson Avenue. And they're going to begin installing underground utility lines. And behind this sculpture will be the Southeast Commerce Center project, where we're going to turn what was previously blighted property into a mixed-use development. And that is something we need to celebrate.
What's exciting about public art to all of us is that it's art for everyone. You don't have to pay $20 and walk into some fancy art museum to go see this. This is art that becomes part of our lives. For every one of you in this neighborhood, this is going to be a part of your life now. You're going to drive past it every day. You're going to say, what the heck is that thing? What does it mean? And it's going to grow on you, just like a piece of music does or a piece of artwork. It's going to become part of the fabric of this community. These sculptures are changing our city, and they're changing this neighborhood. Because what this piece of art is, it's more than a sculpture. It's a symbol that all of you in this neighborhood have said, we believe in the future of this neighborhood, and this is how we're showing it to you. You have made an investment in this neighborhood. You have said to the people, to all of us here, that we're going to enjoy this sculpture. But not only are we going to enjoy it, your children are going to enjoy it. Your grandchildren are going to enjoy it. Your great-grandchildren are going to enjoy it. And people are going to come here 50, 100, 150 years from now, and they're going to see this. And they're going to say, all of the people in this room today had a vision for this community and this neighborhood. That's what today is about.
There is this life process of development and decay. Those lucky people who were the founders of the community obviously gave us something to renew and build upon, but it's important that the people gathered here are committed to rebuilding, to re-energizing, and to make beautiful this community. And I'm happy that you have a person like Bobby Freeman who wants it to be beautiful with works of public art as well as all the other amenities. And you know, my heart is very full and I have a very warm feeling for all of us gathered here. And I thank you, everyone, for the opportunity of placing this work in your community. Thanks so much. Thank you.
1, 2, 3.